Whew, making good YouTube videos is hard, Sonny. I'd rather just hang out with you. Come on, let's get something to eat. Good morning. It's a cold, wintry, rainy day here at Pecan Hill. It's like, well, cold for us. It's like 46. But it's been raining a lot this last week and a half or so. I think we've had 1.5 inches of rain over the last week. And that's enough to make for a big muddy mess here when it's cold. So we've got some work to do today, in spite of the mud and the rain, cold weather. But anyways, on the agenda today is apparently garden cleanup, which, who gardens in January? It's news to me, but apparently that's what we're doing today. Speaking of mess, it is bad out here. Sunny always comes out for her drink after she gets her food in the morning. I always thought it's funny the way she drinks. All right, guys, that's where I've got to stop the videos. I don't know if you noticed, but the video quality on that's terrible. Jiggling all over the place, vibrating, bouncing. It's just awful. A lot of the video that I took this morning at the beginning was just, I can't even use it. I can't bear to put it out. So we'll just insert some screenshots and just kind of talk about what we got here. So Emily's garden was really productive last year. She had a ton of plants. She canned a lot. We've been eating a lot of what she canned throughout this winter, and she has a lot planned for this year. I know she learned a lot, and will be. I don't know what she's going to plant. We'll have to have her go over that with us later on. But today we just wanted to clean up, so get rid of all the old growth, everything that's dead, get those beds ready to go, get everything cleaned up, pull a lot of weeds. We're still struggling with grass kind of in the pathways. That Bermuda is no joke. So we'll work on that a little bit more as time goes on. But anyway, that's the explanation for the screenshots. That's why we've got what we've got on that. So also, another YouTube video failed today. I lost a lot of audio because I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Trying to be fancy, and it's just one fail after another. But we'll do the best we can and show you what we got done today. Not bad for a couple hours work. I'll come back and show you the finished product on the garden. What I'm doing now is getting ready to move a water spigot. We have a couple of spigots out in our orchard garden area, but they're not in a great location. We had to use hoses last year, and I don't know how many times I mowed over them and had to splice them back together, and they were just super irritating. So this year, the plan is to move this spigot over into the garden area so that we don't have any hoses or anything out in the way, and it'll be easier for Emily to garden. So just as I was thinking that this was getting boring and turned off the video, this happened. Yep, I hit a water line. I was digging happily along, carefully around all these galvanized pipes, and all of a sudden, a geyser. So it turns out what happened was there was galvanized pipe coming from the water main over to where the water, that first riser is. But then after that, he went back down into the ground, the previous owner, and he tied into a PVC line, which I couldn't see, didn't know what he had done there. And yeah, it didn't take long for that PVC pipe to burst when I hit it. And luckily Emily was there to record while I ran all the way down to the shop to get the shut-off tool. At this point, I am gassed. I'm an old man. And so I figured, whatever, I'm just going to walk. So I'm walking back, turn the water off, get it turned off, and all is well. Oh, that was fun. Got a clear vision of what we're dealing with now. So it turns out it was galvanized coming from probably the meter, which he then ran down into PVC going over there. And I think what we've decided is we don't even really need that one. It's very close to the existing ones anyway. So I'm just going to tie in right there, run that over to our garden, and close all this up so that we don't have anything to mow over or trim around, and we'll be good to go. Well, guys, today's video is humbling. This YouTube thing is not easy. I don't know how people put out good, steady content with high quality video and have something to say. It's tough. Well, after a few hours of work, the garden definitely looks better. Beds are, I would say, cleaned up for the most part. I think the plan is to let the chickens come in here and eat up a lot of these seeds and things that may come up. But anyways, beds are looking better. There's obviously more cleanup around the perimeter and stuff, but a lot of the weeds and the plants are gone and we're ready for some new stuff. And line for the water is trenched and fairly ready to go. We don't have much of a frost line here in Texas. If you get it a few inches, really anything below the surface of the ground, you're going to be fine. So that center plow on the tractor, I mean, it works. It just takes a lot of going back and forth. The tractor and how slick all this horrible dirt is, you kind of have to just take an inch or two at a time and keep making passes. But if you get down low, you can see it's a few inches. I would say it's not a foot, but more than a few inches. So I'll run that PEX line once the post for the spool is dry, well set. And if I can get down here, you can see that line is ready to be tapped into, so good to go there. Yeah, so it'll be nice to have all this buried. I won't have this mess of hoses all in the way all summer long. Mess of hoses in question. So anyway, get some water on that post that we got set, and we'll get that yard hydrant installed. We really like those things, even though we don't have like a huge freezing water problem. But we like them because the handle to turn it off and on is up high, so you don't have to bend over all the way to the ground to turn the water on all the time, which that makes it really nice. So anyway, good day of working out in the garden, doing some preparations so that we can reap the benefits of some good vegetables and plants later on this summer. So thanks for watching.